Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing today? So, well, the sun is hot. We're outside again. We actually get the kids to come out and do something different because all they want to do is beach. And we're here at the Harrison Cave. We're going on tour. So Jai and the kids gone in to get tickets and we're gonna wait. I think we gotta wait on a time when the tour start. So as we go, we're gonna show you guys. On our way to the cave.
So there's an elevator, but we're taking the stairs. So they said we can take the stairs.
Taking the stairs is more healthy, right?
So they said the stairs is good for you.
I didn't go to the gym for a while, so we gotta take the stairs.
Caution, watch your step.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Oh wow.
I'm sure this is the way, or is a different way we're going?
There's thing at the bottom there. Hear music like at the bottom. This is nice, Nadia.
Yeah, this is lovely, right?
Wow. There's a house there. Wow, look at that going down.
Guys, there's I don't know, but I just love this. I love this already.
It sounds like there's a spring at the bottom there.
This is the wrong way.
Huh?
Are we going the wrong way?
Well, I think we're going. Go, go, go.
But it's a cold, right? So I think we're going the wrong way. Remember they have different things going on, right?
Yeah. So there's some stuff down at the bottom there. It's wow. So yep. I think the restaurant is something, or cafe is down at the bottom.
Look at this, right?
Wonderful. Nice. Wow, look at the height of these trees. Look, from the bottom, this place is a nice eco tourist place, so can't regret.
We said this is a pool, so it's a...
No, but there's place to go up in front.
Oh, you're gonna go more up
Yeah,
there?
yeah. That's where the elevator taking you down. This is just the stairs. You can take the elevator if you want. So we're taking the stairs. Look at all these nice trees. There's a long way down. Hold up. Hold up for me. Let me just have a look. So we're coming down from all the way top there.
Guys, this place is so beautiful. Stairs how you walk down now. One long stairs. You can hear the birds. So they gonna left me. your right, that is a picture model of two persons. Another one to the left, you would have seen it. That is Tony Mason and Maurice Lorenzo. That is the picture model of the first adventures inside the cave in the night. That is the picture model here. Was made in Montreal, Canada, and the tracks were on. These were made in London. So as we make our way onto the inside of the cave, please note to keep your hands and feet inside the tram at all times. And there's absolutely no touching, tugging, pulling, breaking, or damaging of any of the formations or walls. You can be fined up to $50,000 US or imprisonment for 6 months or more for doing such activities. So we want to have an enjoyable tour, but we're going to do it without touching. Our next rule is there is no standing while the tram is in motion. So while we are driving, absolutely no standing. You will be feeling droplets of water falling on your skin. We call these showers of blessings and showers of youth. So whenever you want to embrace them, you will come out looking and feeling 10 years younger.
Wow. Good.
Now this tunnel that we're passing through is called the Boyce Tunnel. It's named after Mr. Noah Boyce, who dug out this tunnel single-handedly with a 955K Caterpillar. Now he dug it out for the safe and easy access to the cave. A 955K Caterpillar is something like a bobcat or a bulldozer for the ones who don't know. Now we will be traveling for 40 minutes, a distance of 1 mile with 2 stops, where you will be able to disembark and get your photos. Now our cave here is very warm. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit. So unfortunately, it's not cold, it's hot. So embrace the warmth we have here inside the cave. We've reached our first point of interest, and this is what we call the Great Hall. You can feel free to grab your photos and videos for memories.
Wow, look here, Samba. Wow.
Now the Great Hall here is the oldest part of the cave, which is 500,000 years old. And because of its age, we will be seeing it about 3 or 4 times throughout our journey. Each time you see it, it will look different. Now the soil-like formations coming from the ceiling, these are called stalactites. And the corresponding ones on the ground are called stalagmites. Now these are formed from the rainwater. When it seeps to the soil and then through the coral stone, it causes a continuous dripping. And also because of the calcium in the water, it creates these beautiful formations you're seeing here today. So the stalactites are created first, and then the stalagmites are created right after.
This is so beautiful.
Now coming up to your right is what we call the open window, and you will see a small body of water inside this open window. This water here is said to be 85 to 90% pure drinkable water. This is the water that will eventually come to our homes, our villas, our guest houses, our hotels. This is the water we cook with, we bathe with, we drink, and it's also what helps makes our rum. So has anyone tried our tap water here in Barbados? Yes? How is it? It's good? Now we have 2 signature drinks here in Barbados, sorrel and Bobby. Has anyone tried sorrel? Yes? And who's tried Bobby? Anyone has tried Bobby? Yeah. No? Who's tried our rum? Yes? Yep. All right.
Oh.
we're making our way down to what we call the village. Now the village is located over to your left. Now we call this a village because it looks like people, communities, families, sculptures, play-doh, ice cream, statues, cactus, buildings, cities, trees, towers, pencil and crayons. Does anyone see anything else? It also looks like things we can't call, but we want to keep this tour PG.
Lots of them.
Now here with the stalactite and the stalagmite meet, we call this a column or a pillar. And we'll see more of this as we continue our journey through the cave. The stream of water here that we're seeing, this water is coming from the Welchman Hall Gully. This is roughly about 5 minutes away from here, and it's also another tourist attraction. Science explorers have found all through these areas, all around here, eventually entering this room that we're about to enter now. This room is called the Rotunda, or the Crystal Room. It has a natural dome of 50 feet, or 15 meters. So as we make our way on the inside, I would like everyone to hold on to your helmet and to take a look up. Now this area here is our first stop, where we'll be able to disembark and get your photos. You can feel free to ask either myself or Andre any questions you may have. But please remember our one main rule, absolutely no touching.
No question.
You may disembark. So at this moment, the regulatory feet are 25 meters below the surface, and we're about to go a lot deeper. So we're making our way back down to the village that we would have saw earlier. Now as we do so, I have a question. Who can see themselves crawling through a cave like this? Who says yes? Alright, who says no? Okay, who says maybe? Maybe? Alright. Now remember, our explorers will be crawling all through these tiny spaces here that we're seeing. All along here. As we make our way back down to the village. Now the village here is 7,000 years old. Every 120 years, it grows 1 inch or 2 centimeters. And every year, it grows the thickness of a sheet of paper. Now coming up to your left is what we call the Explorer's Pool, and it has a depth of about 9 feet deep. This water here is the second stream of water flowing throughout Harrison's Gate. This water is coming from the Harris Gully. If you take a look at this dog hole here above the ladder, this is the original entrance to Harrison's Gate. And it would have took our explorers about 4 hours to reach the point right here above the ladder. So you can only imagine what they had to do next. They had to go for a swim in this 9-foot deep pool. Now if you wanted to know where the bats, the centipedes, the millipedes, the whiptail scorpion spiders, the cockroaches, the crickets, the frogs, they all live inside that dark hole, the original entrance. So any volunteers to go take a look?
No.
Yeah? Now we actually do have a tour that goes through there. It's called the Eco or the Early Explorers Tour. So they basically do a walk through all the caves. It's about 3 hours long. So if you want to, you actually can. So then the explorers will cross over to our right. Now they would have even cross under here on their belly. Now they didn't have elbow pads or knee pads like what we have now. So they had to use pieces of cloth and t-shirts. So you can only imagine how uncomfortable this journey was for them. Eventually they would have reached out right here, and this is what we call the split fall. The lighter one is coming from the Lobsterman Hall Gully, and the darker one is coming from the Harris Gully. So explorers came down the darker one and went up the lighter one all the way to the north. And it was at this point here where the explorers were able to stand and stretch their feet after all of the climbing from the original entrance to this point right here. Now if you take a look up, these are what we call soda straws or maybe stalactites. Because soda straws because they hollow the middle and they're very fragile to the touch. And these also go on each are 2 centimeters every 120 years. So you see the smaller ones, and now we're about to see the bigger ones as we enter the cathedral.
Wow.
Now we call this cathedral because here at the top, it looks like a pastor or bishop preaching to the congregation, which are the ones at the bottom. As you take a look over your right shoulder, we're pointing the light. This is where we were a couple minutes ago. And we are now 120 feet below the surface.
Wow.
This area is 100 feet high and 150 feet wide. It's set to hold a 5-story building. So you can only imagine the size of this area. Now if you take a look over here to your left, this water here is coming from the twin fall and it's making its way down throughout the cave. As we make our way into the snake channel. I want everyone to please remember to keep your hands and feet inside the trap. If you touch, you pay. We accept cash, first pay, Apple Pay, Cash App, so that is the payments, alright? As we make our way around the bend, I want you to take a look at the wall. This white substance is called flowstone. Now flowstone is a buildup of calcite within the wall, which is the youngest part of the cave. This is 35 to 40 years old. Some persons say it looks like snow, mountain ice, or even vanilla ice cream. But I like to say it looks like soursop without the seeds or the jelly in a coconut. Now if you take a look up here above me, that is what we call the drapery. Now the drapery was formed because there was a waterfall there, and then the water would have dried up and left back that beautiful formation. Some persons say it looks like a rag, a cloth for the jellyfish, a palm tree, mermaid's tail, a ghost. Now we're making our way down to my favorite part of the cave, which I like to call the area of love, but to be here at Cascade, we call this the altar. Now we call it the altar looks like a person proposing to another person. And even the water forms in a heart shape. Now we have proposals here to what the person would do. They will let us know in advance. We will stop the tram here, let them get off and propose the love of their life. So do I have any proposals today? All right, so if you're married, raise your hand. Yes, if you're married. If you have a partner but you're not married, that's it, raise your hand. Okay, so let me see the single people on board. Look, you're too short here in the back. You raise your hand for married, or you raise your hand for single too. So let's run. Yeah, see, here we go. You sure? Call the answer if you're married, and you raise your hand. Oh, it was behind you. Oh, sorry. Come on, baby. You raise your hand for both. All right, learn that. Let some person then raise their hand. So complicated relationship. Situationship. Entanglement. All right. So I want to try out an experiment with you guys. This experiment is called natural lighting. So in order for this to work, I need everyone to turn on. It forms in a semicircle. It's about 2 feet of water and 6 feet of silt, S-A-L-T. Now silt is something like quicksand. So if you're supposed to take a walk across the Mirror Lake, you probably will never be seen again, unfortunately. But it's tempting though. Makes you just want to go and hop across.
Yeah.
So that's why people always say you should never go exploring a cave by yourself because you never know what you may encounter.
Tempting.
Now if you take a look up, this is all the natural height of the cave. And if you take a look over here to your left, this water is coming from the spring fall and it's making its way down to the Cascade pool. Now the Cascade pool is our second stop, but this time you will be able to touch the waterfall, but only the waterfall. Please note the floor is wet but not slippery. It's only wet and that pool is 9 feet deep. So I need everyone to please be careful. When you get to the waterfall, just put your hand out. Please do not lean over the pool or touch your hand in the pool.
You can take the kids first, and then you're gonna don't let them leave, right?
No, Jonathan, don't do that. Let's go back now.
So at this moment, we are 160 feet below the surface, and we have traveled 1 mile of cave. Now the cave goes on for another 3 miles, but after this point, it's just a flooded room. So unfortunately, this is where we had to do our turnaround. So you will be seeing everything you saw, but it will now be on the opposite side. So who were able to get their photos, you will be able to do so now as we head back down. So we're about to see the mirror lake that we would have saw earlier. So do I have any volunteers to give us an example of how the quicksand works? Yes? Okay, so what do you plan to do to survive? Scream for help. Lovely. So then when you scream for help and no one comes to your aid, then what are you going to do? Run across? What you said? in a semicircle. So we're still in the beginning, coming up right here again. So we have two formations here. The one at the top is called the chandelier, and the one at the bottom is called the jellyfish or the squid. Now the geologists say in 20,000 years, these two here will meet and become a column. So everyone get ready, we're going to be back here in 20,000 years to see when that becomes a column, okay? So everyone get ready. Now if you take a look at it, you guys see that it's kind of sparkling. That is because that as the cave gets older, it's drying out. So it will give this sparkling, this crystallization effect before the cave dries out. So this is an example of a column.
So how was it, Jay?
Oh wow, that was wonderful, Nadia.
Did you enjoy the trip?
You guys
The
enjoy?
tour?
Yeah, like
Sam, how was it? And y'all didn't want to go on the tour, you see?
Yeah, that was nice.
And now they want to go back.
Can't imagine.
Oh my gosh, Harrison Cave was it, guys? And look around this place.
Up there.
Yeah.
Look there.
Oh my god, this place is so beautiful.
The zip line come across here.
Zip lining, guys. Should I do that? Should I do that? I don't know.
So you want to go on a swing?
Mommy, come. Come, wait. Sit down here, Tana. Come. Come around. Watch me, now. Hold on. Before we fall, you will knock yourself hard if we fall, you know. Dada, you want to try this?
No, I good.
Oh my gosh, I enjoyed my vacation so far.
Oh, really?
The kids having fun alone at the beach.
Yeah, they get
How's the
them
vacation go?
tan, they get them bun up.
Yeah, watch out the face.
Yeah, look down at face up.
And I hope you guys are enjoying my video so far. I getting a headache with the helmet.
Helmets? I don't know.
I got the whole thing. I got the woozy down. I feel the woozy down.
So we heading back up. Watch your steps.
Oh my gosh, the clouds are walking.
So I want to walk here. I don't want to take the elevator. Ooh. Hey, wait for me. Wait for me. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Johnny, come on. You're young, you can walk. Whoa. Exercise is good.
Nadia, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. Ooh.
You don't want to do legs? You do legs today.
I don't. Oh my goodness. Wow. I ain't able. Me not able.
We should take the elevator. Come down is not problem.
Kiss
Come down
herself.
is not problem. I forgot back.
Get myself. Look how far we coming up from. We coming up. This thing. Look. Get along to the bottom. How we climbing and coming down is easy. Coming down is easy, but going up, oh God. So going to the stairway of heaven is not easy. Right? It's not easy task. But apparently coming down is easy.
I don't think people come here. People come down.
Yeah, people don't come back up. They use the elevator. So
My heart.
Okay, guys.
But it says take the stairs.
We.
It's healthy.
Oh, it's healthy. I ain't said the third part though.
Take the wind. Okay.
The hell? Come, Nadia, come. Okay. We reach. We have to stop. Just go down. Look, someone, oh, he's a big bad man.
Yeah, like he,
Yeah. He's a bad man, nothing wrong with him. He's strong. You good? Alright. So, we stop in here.
Jai, next time, don't let me make the mistake. The stairs was a lot. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope you're having fun with us. Be safe, take care, bye.